I've heard that imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Today, I want to talk about instruction, guiding people's lives, why it's got to be in you and not upon you. I was talking to a client recently, and she told me that she was talking to a spiritualist. She was getting work done from a spiritualist who admires my work. And listening to her conversation, listening to the things she had to tell me, it opened my eyes to realize that this person was building their whole image and repertoire off of my content. I understand that people like what I speak about, how I conduct myself, how I give instruction, the strategies that I lay down. I understand that. But at some point, you have to be able to think for yourself. To guide a person, you got to have experience. You can't be basing your guidance off of what you hear from another man. See, my thing is this, it's got to be in you, not upon you. My path is different from your path. For me, I've seen a lot of people die. A lot of people that was associated with me, I've seen them pass away to the other side. I've seen people make errors that jeopardize their life. I made mistakes that could have ended my life a long time ago. I have a lifestyle, a real lifestyle, that a lot of people can identify with. And when you're stepping out the scene and trying to guide people and you've never been around the ism, you know what I'm saying? You never been around the vampirism. You never been around the layman, the blue-collar worker, the white-collar worker. You don't understand that world. You don't understand the person that's struggling, that's in the streets. You don't understand their life. You don't understand the life of the prostitute. You don't understand the life of the stripper. You don't understand the life of the broken-hearted individual that wants to commit suicide because their heart broken. You don't know what that is. I don't want to eat. I haven't eaten a day or two because my heart is so broken. Because my lover left me. You don't know what that is. You don't know what the thoughts are. You don't know what it is to have the thoughts of committing suicide running through your mind. You don't understand that. You don't know. You don't have that experience to be able to guide a person through that. When I make my strategies, it comes from my life experience. The strategies that I give is things that I went through. You can learn from my videos, but to come and try to be an instructor to guide someone, you wonder why the shit don't work for you. I'm not going to mention this spiritualist's name, but I want to say this, that client belongs to me now. That client realized that she was dealing with the imitation and now she's with the authentic. She's dealing with the original. She didn't want an aftermarket dial. She wanted the original dial. She wanted the Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? She wanted the Pepsi. Yeah, for you people that's into the watch game, you know what the Pepsi is. Yeah, she didn't want no aftermarket dial or aftermarket bezel. She wanted the original Pepsi with the aftermarket, with the original dial and the original bezel. Yeah, she didn't want a converted GMT. She didn't want that. See, this is level. There's levels to this shit. It's very saddening to see people doing this. Some have even lied to say that they were associated with me just for business purposes. And not realizing that they're jeopardizing these people's lives. Because yes, I have the strategy, but where's the vampirism in that? Where's the magie? Yeah, where's the magie? A lot of you guys are talking about, don't do this, don't call this person, do you want to get all mad, this and that? Come on, listen. You don't have the vampirism with you. You don't have that. So you don't have that. You don't have that. That's why you're lacking. You're trying to emulate and say the things that I've said, and it's not working for you. You don't got the juice to put in your ways of speaking. See, I call it the vampirism because I honor Marinette Piesèche. You know what I'm saying? A vampire is going to do what a vampire is going to do. So you got to have that wisdom. When you can execute the work well, then your strategy is going to fall in place. If you don't have the juice, it ain't going to work for you. No matter how much game you try to spit, it's not going to work. See, the game is just a strategy. The magie is the power. If your magie is not right, whatever you're trying to say is not going to work for you. There's ways things have to be done. And if you don't have that formula, whatever you're saying is not going to work for you. You'll be wasting time. You'll be talking air. And this is why this customer came to me. Because she heard so much talks about me, and she heard this guy even mention my name. She even heard the guy listen to my videos in the background while she was talking to this individual. And again, I thank that person for supporting my channel. But you don't have the experience to guide this young lady. Again, for me, I've been all around the world. I've been around people from all around the world. I've spoken to people who have served years in prison. I've spoken to people who are millionaires. I've spoken to celebrities. I've spoken to poor people with nothing to live for. I've been around a lot. I've seen a lot. This is why I can relate to people. This is why I can speak to people. And not only have I been around those people, I have my own personal experiences that I learned from. And I can share with other people to guide them. If you're just someone that just stays in your apartment every single day, you've never been nowhere, you've never been here, you've never been there, how can you guide people? How can you guide people? This is serious. This is a serious matter. When you come into someone's life, they're trusting you with their life. They're following your instructions. And if you're not giving them good instructions, you're only going to ruin their lives. This thing has to be in you, not upon you. You can't just pop out of nowhere, just put on a bunch of black clothes, put on glasses, shave your head bald, throw on a beard and say, yeah, I'm spitting this vampirism. C'est pas comme ça le travail, zami. C'est pas comme ça ba yo marché. It doesn't work like that, my friend. It doesn't. So listen, I want to say to people, be cautious of these fake imitators out here that want to claim some type of association with me. If you haven't seen me post them in public or be like, this person is under me, or this person is under my guidance, you don't listen to that person. If you can't verify that with me, don't even listen. Even just because I take a picture with someone doesn't mean that I fuck with them like that on a business note. It doesn't mean that I have an association with them on a spiritual note either. It's just showing the public that I know this motherfucker. I know people out here. I got access. I have contact out here. So listen, I don't want to beat a dead horse. I don't want to beat on a dead horse. But I want to say, this is a prime example of what you don't want to fall into a situation of. Dealing with someone that's an imitation version of me. Copycats. And I don't want to be people associating this with some other YouTuber whatsoever, because that has nothing to do with a YouTuber. This person is not even a YouTuber. But what I want you to understand is that there's a lot of people out here that's becoming like the Matrix. Matrix 1, they had a bunch of copies of Neo. This is what it feels like. You know, literally, you see people throwing on black clothes, shaving their head bald, growing their beard out, putting on glasses, and some of them even throw on jewelry. Again, this is not in reference to that spirituals over there that was associated with so-and-so. This is just something that I've seen throughout the years, and recently I had a situation that came up. So with that said, listen, I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I'm out. Deuces.